ready for our morning stretch. We're just starting out by standing. We have our feet what's known as hip width apart. So your feet are like 2 fist distance apart. And then take your arms out to a T shape, turn your palms up and tap your shoulders and then open your arms. Do it again, tap your shoulders and open. 3, open. 4, open. 5, open. 6, open. 7, open. 8, open. Let's do it again. Tap your shoulders and open. 2, open. 3, open. 4, open. 5, open. 6, open. 7, open. 8, open. Let's do 2 more sets. Tap your shoulders, open. 2, open. 3, open. 4, open. 5, open. 6, open. 7, open. 8, open. Let's stay here. Just pause here for a second. Let's do 1 last set. Tap, open. 2, open. 3, open. 4, open. 5, open. 6, open. 7, open. 8, open. Re-tap your shoulders. Now with your elbows, make circles, like you're making circles at the sides of the room, as if there was paintbrushes on your elbows and you're making circles of the sides of the room. Then reverse your circles. Let's go the first way. Got it. And then the second way. And then let's find stillness. Let's twist to the right. Now, while you twist to the right, keep your right hip bone facing forward. So you're twisting from your upper body, then return to center. Let's go to the right again. 7, center, 6, center, 5, center, 4, center, 3, center, 2, center, 1. Let's go to the left. Left, stay here. Your left hip bone's facing forward, return to center. Left, center, 3, center, 4, center, 5, center, 6, center, 7, center, 8, center. Release your hands. Shrug your shoulders up, back, and down. 3 more. Up, back, and down. 2 more. Up, back, and down. 1 more. Up, back, and down. Take your arms out to a T shape. Fold halfway down that your torso is parallel to the ground. Take your right hand just towards the ground, not even to the ground, and your left arm up. Come back to that T shape and come up. Let's fold halfway down. Let's take the left arm towards the ground, not even to the ground, and your right arm up. Go back to that T shape and come up. Good. From here, take your hands to your hips. Step your right knee to the ground. Step your left knee to the ground. Plant your hands flat. Come to an all fours position, that your hands are right under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. Tuck your toes, it's the opposite of pointing, and pull your butt back to your right heel. Then send your butt over to your left heel. Then come forward over your left shoulder. Go forward over your right shoulder. So we'll make a circle going back right and left, coming forward, left and right, going back right and left, coming forward, left and right. 2 more, going back right and left, coming forward, left and right. 1 more, go back right and left, come forward, left and right. Let's come to center, that your shoulders are centered right over your wrists. Then pull your butt back to your left heel. Your toes are tucked. Just stay here by the left heel. Then go over to your right heel. Come forward to your right shoulder, over to your left shoulder. Let's make this circle going back left and right, forward right and left, going back left and right, forward right and left, going back left and right, forward right and left. 1 more, going back left and right, forward right and left. Come to center. From here, let's point the toes. So now the tops of the feet are on the ground, and send your feet over to your right. Then sit back behind your knees. It's almost like a mermaid kind of position. Take your left hand palm face down, right outside of your left hip. Your fingers are facing away from you. Take your right hand to your right hip. Now step your right foot forward. You're stepping the foot down, the knees to the sky, and then return it to where it was. So we have 2 forward, return. 3 forward, we're lubricating the hip, return. 4, return. 5, return. 6, return. 7, return. 8, return. We're in this mermaid kind of position. Let's from here take the right arm up and stretch over to the left, and then take the hand down. Look at where the hand comes to the hip, and you're kind of moving your torso, going up and over. You're leaning to the left, and then you're coming sitting upright when the hand comes to the hip. So it's 3, stretching over, return. 4, over, return. 5, over, return. 6, over, return. 7, over, return. 8, let's stay over. Let's take this right hand all the way down to the ground to the left. We'll move both hands out. We're stretching them far in front of us. Your elbows are straight. Your hands land shoulder distance apart. Tap your elbows down and then turn your nose towards your left. So you're in a twist. Look between your thumbs and straighten your elbows. Walk your hands closer to your left hip. Take your hands coming forward to your hip bones. Come to all fours, hands and knees. So you're unwinding all the way to hands and knees. Let's point the toes. Look to the ceiling, arch your spine. Look into your belly, round your spine. Do it 3 more times. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look in. 2 more. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look in. 1 more. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look in. Come to a neutral spine. Keep the feet pointed and send your feet over to your left. Then walk your hands backwards and come to sit behind your knees. Take your right hand flat down outside of the right hip. The fingers are facing away from you. Take your left hand to your left hip bone. So you're in this kind of mermaid position or merman position with the legs. Let's step the left foot down in front of us and then return it to where it was. We're lubricating the hip. We're stepping forward and down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, let's keep the leg down. Take your left arm to the sky. We're going to lean over to the right. Come back up with the torso. The hand goes to the hip. So this left arm goes to the right and then goes back to the hip. You're moving with it. 3 and up. 4 and up. 5 and up. 6 and up. 7 and up. 8, let's stay stretched over. Let's take both hands down over to that right side. You're walking your hands forward so your elbows get straight. Then you'll plant your hands flat and bend your elbows. You'll take your elbows to the ground. You're going to look away. You're looking towards your right. So it's a twist for your spine. Look between your thumbs and straighten your elbows, lifting them off the ground. Walk your hands in closer to you. Turn to face me. Take your hands to your hip bones. Let's come back to all fours, to hands and knees. From here, we're going to go up onto high finger pads and take your right knee forward. Look how we're moving the right knee forward. We're going to move this right knee so that the right foot comes behind the left wrist. But look how the shin is trying to be like parallel to the front of the mat. So this right foot came behind the left wrist. We're going to take the right knee down behind the right wrist. We'll walk the left leg further back. If you're familiar with yoga, this is like a pigeon pose. You'll notice that here my shin came like on a diagonal. It didn't come totally parallel to the front edge. If you can get it totally to the front edge parallel, that's great. Otherwise, you're on this diagonal. Like me, I have these tight hips. But the key here is taking that back leg further and further back. Stay where you are. I just want to give you the side view, but stay where you are. Let me just give you the side view. Let me try to think which side I'll go to. I think I'll go to this side. So that back leg is further and further back. From here, you're going to come down onto your elbows and then just stay here. I wanted to read to you something. So just stay here. We're opening up this hip. Breathe here. So there's this Sharon Salzberg, and she talks a lot about kindness and kindness meditation. And a lot of what we're doing, this stretching, is a form of a moving meditation. So I've been reading in my classes this week, this passage. If you've heard it already, it bears repeating. You could never hear too much of this. So she says that meditation, loving kindness towards ourselves, or a metta meditation, it's M-E-T-T-A, metta meditation practice, begins with a suggestion to sit comfortably. We sit comfortably, emotionally or psychologically, by not straining or striving to have something special happen. Most simply, we assume a comfortable sitting position so that we can more easily relax and let go of any struggle. You can start by taking delight in your own goodness, calling to mind things that you have done out of the good-heartedness, and rejoicing in those memories to celebrate the potential for goodness we all share. You can silently repeat phrases that reflect what you wish to most deeply find in yourself. Traditional phrases are, may I live in safety. May I have mental happiness, peace, and joy. May I have physical happiness, health, freedom from pain. May I live with ease. May the elements of daily life, work, family, go easily and not be a struggle. You can use these phrases or others that are more personally meaningful to you. And whenever your attention wanders away from these phrases, gently return to them. This process of shepherding your attention back whenever it has wandered off is the act of concentration. So oftentimes people think that, oh, having a meditation practice is something very serious, but really all it is watching your mind, that you're just keeping coming back to the simplicity of an empty mind. So it's not that thoughts won't come up, it's that the thoughts will come up, but just as easily as they've come up, you'd like them to dissipate and dissolve and disappear so that you're coming back to this emptiness. Okay, so this was all while we were working on this, opening this hip. Let's go back up onto our hands and we'll go back to all fours. So I'm again facing you, you're just going back up to all fours. Let's tuck the toes, take your hands to high finger pads, step that right foot outside your right hand, make a bone-to-bone connection of the right arm and the right knee so they're pushing against each other. Take your left hand to your left hip bone and turn and open to the left. Take your left arm to the ceiling, look up to see your thumb, turn your palm forward, and reach your arm over your ear. Now you're using that bone-to-bone connection of the right arm and the right knee so that it's helping you, that leverage is helping you to turn more, not only to the left side, but more to the ceiling. Then take this left hand down and then return this foot back behind you. Let's actually keep the hands up on high finger tabs. We'll go right to the second side. So we're going to step this left knee behind the left wrist. This left ankle goes behind the right wrist. Here we are trying to get the knee down and that shin parallel. But again, I have tight hips, so you'll see how my shin comes like on this diagonal. Maybe yours does also. Walk your back leg far back. Stay there. Just stay there. I just want to give you the side view. So you have this leg forward and this leg backwards. And then from there, you're just coming down onto your elbows. So you're just staying on your elbows, just pausing here, breathing here. So you're really stretching out. You got it. Just stay here. So many things we do throughout our days can be considered a meditation, an opportunity to focus on our mind, on that emptiness, on just freeing our mind from stress and tension, and just coming back to space, this clear space inside. You can kind of think of it like the sky. So the background of the sky, the blue sky, and then, so that's your mind. And then clouds are like thoughts. That clouds come to fill that background of the blue sky. These white clouds come to fill it, but then they dissipate and they slide on by. So that's just like our thoughts in the mind. They come in and then they slide on by. So we're continually coming back to the clear blue skies of our mind. And it's perfect timing because we have this time now where we're home. So we can use it wisely just by coming back to clearing our minds. So we have all this time to ourselves. And, you know, of course, we still have responsibilities and things to do. But even when we're doing our chores, if we're doing laundry or doing the dishes or straightening up or whatever it is, you can still come back to a meditative state of mind. Let's go back to all fours, to hands and knees. We'll go up onto high finger pads. We'll step the left foot outside the left pinky finger. We're making that bone-to-bone connection of arm and knee. We'll take the right arm to the ceiling. So you're using the leverage of that bone-to-bone connection to twist more to the right. Turn your palm forward, reach the arm overhead. You're not only twisting to the right, you're twisting to the ceiling, that you're presenting your heart to the ceiling. There's this nice stretch on the whole right side of your waist. Let's take this hand down. Let's return this knee back behind us. We'll point the feet and we'll plant the hands flat. Just pull your butt straight back towards your heels. So your shins are parallel to each other. Your legs are parallel to each other. You're sitting on folded legs. You're bending your knees. And then come back to center with your shoulders over your wrists. So we're going to keep the feet pointed and just send our butt straight back and then come forward. Do it 2 more times. Go straight back and then come forward. Do it 1 more time. Go straight back and then come forward. Let's tuck the toes. It's the opposite of pointing. Let's go up onto high finger pads, but send your hands a little bit wider so that you can now step your right foot inside of your right thumb. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, walk your back foot forward. While we're down here, let's just measure those 2 fists and put them together between the feet, and then walk the feet so close they're touching the 2 fists. So your feet are 2 fists width apart. Open up your fingers and put your hands on your thighs. Narrow your elbows in towards your waist. Look to the ceiling as you inhale, arch your spine. Look into your belly as you exhale and round. Do it 3 more times. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look in. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look in. Do it 1 more time. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look in. Take your right arm across both shins. Take your left hand to your left hip bone. You're holding on. Your fingers are forward and your thumb is back. Turn and twist to the left. Take your left arm to the ceiling. Look up to see your thumb. Scoop this left arm in front of both shins and then lift it back up. Do it 7 more times. 7 and up. 6 and up. 5 and up. 4 and up. 3 and up. 2 and up. 1 and up. Stay here. Pull your butt backwards. Let's replace the forearm. The left forearm comes across both thighs. The right hand goes to the right hip bone. You're holding on with your fingers forward and your thumb backwards. Turn and twist to the right. Take your right arm to the ceiling. We have 8 scoops. This arm scoops in front and comes up. 7 more. 7, up. 6, up. 5, up. 4, up. 3, up. 2, up. 1, up. Stay here, look up. Pull your butt backwards like you're sitting in a tiny little seat behind you. Then take both hands to your thighs. Push off your thighs, come to stand up. Tap your toes, your legs will stay straight. Then come back up, hold your hip bones. Tap your toes, your legs will stay straight. Then come back up, hold your hip bones. So we're going down. 3, up. 4, up. 5, up. 6, up. 7, up. 8, up. Lift your right knee up and then lower it down. Lift your left knee up and then lower it down. Keep going, alternating, lifting the knees, but lower your hands down and let the arms sway with it. So the opposite arm comes forward as you're lifting your knees. Just alternating 1 knee at a time. The opposite hand swings forward, other hand swings backwards, just lifting the knees. Let's do it 8 more times. 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Lift your right knee, take your left hand to the outside, take the right arm backwards. We're going to do this alternating, but let's do this the left side slow also. We'll take this down. The left knee comes up, the back of the right hand goes to the outside of the knee, the opposite hand goes backwards. Let's try to do it a little bit faster, and we'll look backwards when we do this. So we're looking backwards, alternating. You got it, keep going. Let's do 8 more. 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Look forward to stand the feet down. From here, take your hands to your hips, take your arms out to a T shape, swivel to your right, come to center. Swivel to your left, come to center. Take your hands down by your side, lift your right leg up and down. See if you can bring it as high as your hip, left leg, as high as your hip. We're alternating, lifting the legs. Good. Now let's do something similar with the arms that we did when we were lifting the knees. Let's lift the opposite hand. So opposite hand will come up. Good. Keep going. 4 more. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Now keep going, but see if that back hand behind you can lift higher, and if you can look back. You got it. Just do 2 more. 1 more each side. Come to stand. Take your feet wide apart. Take your arms up to a letter V. Your entire body is in a letter X. Take your right hand to your left foot. That left hand still stays up. Come back to that letter X. Let's just keep going with that right hand to the left foot and up. 3 down and up. 4 down and up. 5 down and up. 6 down and up. 7 down and up. 8, stay up. We're going to change it. It will be the left hand to the right foot. Try it now. 8, up. 7, up. 6, up. 5, up. 4, up. 3, up. 2, up. 1, alternate, right hand, left foot and up, left hand, right foot and up. 2, up, 2, up, 3, up, 3, up, 4, up, 4, up, 5, up, 5, up, 6, up, 6, up, 7, up, 7, up, 8, up, 8. Take the right hand to the left foot, the left arm up. You're in a twist. Breathe here. Now, instead of the left hip bone hiking up, keep the 2 hip bones level, as if there was a teacup on your low back that you didn't want it to spill. So the left hip is not going to be higher than the right. Let's go back up to that letter X. Why you would have a teacup on your low back, I have no idea. But take your left hand to your right foot, your right arm to the ceiling. Again, if we had that teacup, we don't want it spilling from our low back. So we're taking the right hip and lowering it as high as the left hip, so it's not higher. Let's go back up to that letter X. Let's clasp the hands overhead. Take your hands behind your head. Turn to your right. return to center. Again, to the right and center. 2 more to the right and center. 1 more to the right. Let's turn to the left. Left and center. 3 more. Left and center. 2 more. Left and center. 1 more. Left and center. Take your hands to your hips. Heel toe the feet till they come right under your hips. It's that 2 fist width apart. Bend your knees and put your hands on your thighs. Take your hands outside of your feet. Take your left knee to the ground behind you. Take your right knee to the ground behind you. Point your feet. Take your feet over to your left. Sit back behind your knees. Take your feet out in front of you. Have your knees bent and come to lay down. I'm going to give you the side view. So you're laying down with your knees pointed towards the ceiling and your soles of the feet down on the ground. From here, take your knees into your chest and lift your head up. You're in a tiny little ball. You're stretching your back. Then lower yourself down. Take your arms to a cactus pose. You stay there. I just want to show you something. This is cactus pose. It's like a football field goal. So here you are. Oh, Jill, are you proud of me? I didn't say, I forget even what I used to say. Oh, because it's not a football field goal. So she's not proud of me. It's a football goal post. So all these years I say football field goal, and it's not. It's a goal post. So your arms look like a goal post. Now, first the knees are into your chest, but now take your knees over to your right and look to your left. So your knees drop to the right and you're looking to the left. It's a nice twist. Breathe here. Then turn your nose towards the ceiling. Take your knees back into center. Drop your knees over to your left and look to the right. So we're going to the second side. It's kind of nice to do something on one side. Then on the second side, you can compare it. How is the second side the same as the first side? You can contrast it. How is the second side different? And then you can just be. So you're going back to clearing your mind to that idea. If your mind was like the sky, that it's the constant, that blue sky is the constant, the background, and your thoughts are like clouds that just pass on through. Come back to center, the knees to ceiling. Take your knees into your chest, your hands onto your knees. Pick your head up, you're in a tiny little ball. Lower your head down, take your hands down. Take your legs straight up to the sky, flex your feet. Take your left leg down, all the way down. Your left leg goes all the way down. Take your arms, instead of to a cactus pose, take your arms to a T shape. So your arms are straight out of your shoulders. Your arms are in a T. Just pause here, breathe here. Then this leg that's up, let's take it across our body. We're taking it across the body all the way down. You're taking that leg all the way down. So if we're doing the same leg, it should be this right leg going to the left hand. You're going to turn your nose towards the right. Turn your nose towards the ceiling. Take that leg that's across, take it up to the sky. Let's lower this leg down and lift the opposite leg up. We'll take this leg across our body. If we ended up doing the same leg, it'll be the left leg going to your right hand, and then you're going to look to the left. You're in a big twist. Look to the ceiling, take that leg across, like take it back up to the sky. Then lower the straight leg down. Take your hands down by your side. Bend your knees. Step your feet down onto the mat. Take your knees into your chest. Take your hands onto your knees. Pick your head up. You're in a tiny little ball. Then lower your head down. Lower your hands down by your side. Separate your knees, those 2 fist width apart. Step your feet down onto the mat. Even though you can't see your feet, you're placing them, those 2 fist width apart. You have this spatial awareness. Then from there, take your right knee into your chest and clasp your hands over your right shin. Extend your left leg long on the mat. Take your arms to that cactus pose. Drop your right knee across your body to your left elbow. Turn your nose to the right. You're in a twist. Take your left hand to the top of that right knee, encouraging that knee to drop down. You're in a big twist. stretching out. Keep doing what you're doing. See if you can straighten your bottom leg a little bit more. See if you can get your right shoulder to pin down to the ground as you turn your nose to the right. Turn your nose to center, laying down on your back. Take that same exact right knee into your chest, clasp your hands over your right shin, lift your left foot 2 inches off the ground, lift your head, your neck, your shoulders up. Take that left leg all the way to the ceiling, then back within 2 inches off the ground. 7 more, up and down. 6, up and down. 5, up and down. 4, up and down. 3, up and down. 2, up and down. 1, up and down. Take both knees into the chest. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Step your feet down onto the mat. Separate the feet, 2 fists width and parallel. Lower your hands down by your side. Take your left knee into your chest. Clasp your hands over your left shin, interlacing the fingers. Extend your right leg long on the mat. Take your arms to a cactus pose. Drop your left knee across your body to the right. Turn your nose to the left. Take your right hand somewhere on that left knee, the outside, the top side, to give a tug, that you're dragging this leg across you, that you're getting a twist and a stretch. The bottom leg, see if you can straighten it more. Can you turn your nose more to the left? Can you melt the left shoulder and left elbow to the ground? Turn your nose towards the ceiling. Take your left knee into your chest, clasp your hands over your left shin, interlace the fingers, lift your head, your neck, your shoulders up. Just lift your right foot 2 inches off the ground, and then take the right leg to the ceiling. Go back 2 inches off the ground. 7, up and down. 6, up and down. 5, up and down. 4, up and down. 3, up and down. 2, up and down. 1, up and down. Take both knees into the chest. Lift yourself up a little bit higher. Get the knees in a little bit closer. You're going to rock yourself forward and back so much that you gain momentum that you're going to come to sit up. Then just cross your legs, sitting up nice and tall. You can always sit on some proppage. You can always prop yourself up to sit on something, or you're just sitting on the ground, however is comfortable to you. Let's take the arms out and all the way up to the sky. And then take your arms out and all the way down. Do it 3 more times. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, out and down. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, out and down. 1 more time. Inhale, out and up. Keep your arms up. Twist to the right. Your hands come down. Inhale the arms up. You're in the twist. Come to center with the arms up. Twist to your left. Your hands come down. Stay in the twist. Lift your arms up. Come back to center. Take your hands to high prayer. Take your prayer hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes and go back in your mind to that reading that I was doing from Sharon Salzberg, to this idea of a kindness meditation, of a metta, M-E-T-T-A meditation. May I live in safety. May I have mental happiness, peace, and joy. May I have physical happiness, health, freedom from pain. May I live with ease. May the elements of daily life, work, family go easily and not be a struggle. Bow your head down into your heart with your eyes remaining closed. Back to that image of the blue sky and white clouds passing through, the clouds resembling our thoughts, just passing through. And then lift your head, release your hands, open your eyes.